hookers. All right, we're going to make these little flower pins. All I've done on the back is just added a safety pin. That's it. I'll link below where I got them. And these are made with worsted weight yarn. You can use anything and a corresponding hook. Of course, to teach you, I'm going to use the Loops and Threads Charisma, and I'll link that below too if you want a bigger flower. I just think it's so much easier. You know, I teach on that with a 6mm hook, and then sky's the limit. You're also going to need a little scissors, of course, a bent tapestry needle, and a stitch marker. You'll see, it'll be optional if you want to use it, but have one on hand. And that's it. Let's get started. Let's go. First, we're going to make a magic circle. When you bring it through, I actually am going to use this first chain as chain number 1 of 3 chains, and that's acting as a double crochet. Then I'm going to double crochet into the middle of the circle, and I'm going to make 11 double crochets. So plus the chain 3, that'll be 12. So my goal number is 12. If you do not remember how to make a double crochet, no problem. Go on to my shorts, or I think there's even a video that shows, but the shorts are super quick. And for this pattern, I use a double crochet and I use a triple crochet. So my goal here is to get 12 double crochets, and then I'm going to pull the tail tightly so that I can have the center of my flower. It goes very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, that was exciting. I don't know how that worked out. So here I am. I'm going to pull this tail tight. All right, that's what closes off the circle. The circle. Then remember that first chain. So here's 1, 2, 3. When I get to the 3rd chain, I'm going to slip stitch right into it like that. I'll clip my yellow. I'll grab a second color. So we're going for this type of look, 2 colors. And I will just slip right through that 3rd chain onto the chain on my loop. And then I'm going to pull everything tight. And that's kind of an important step. When you pull it all tight, the flower will look a lot more uniform at the end. Now, we're going to move on, and believe it or not, there's just this last step is making the petals. So I'm going to chain 4 for this part, and then I'm going to triple crochet, which is just where I wrap twice, go into the very next stitch, come on up, wrap, go through 2, wrap, go through 2, wrap, go through 2. So that is our triple crochet, and I am going to put 3 of them right into the same stitch, right? So we started with a chain 4, and then we put 3 double crochets right in there. And the last thing I'm going to do to finish this petal is I'm going to chain 4 again. I say sort of up into the air. It kind of just helps me remember what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to slip stitch it into the very next stitch. So that's my rhythm. So I'll go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 triples into the next stitch. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. Here is the 3rd one. And I'm on a 6mm with this particular yarn. Then the last step of the petal is to chain 4 up into the air and slip stitch it into the very next stitch. Now I'll come back in a second and you'll see how I will have all my petals, and that's essentially the end, and I'll show you how I put the pin on. I will be right back. Okay, last step. So I went all the way around and you'll see it's a 6-petal flower. But some people ask me like, whoa, what happens at the end if I don't have an extra stitch? Or listen, not all flower petals are the same, so don't worry. Just slip into whatever stitch is there. If it didn't come out even for you, it's fine. Then at the end, what I do is I tug everything tight, right? And then what I do is I knot the yellows together and I knot the purples together, okay? And then I go ahead and I weave in my ends like I do. And I don't, again, have to take this too seriously because I'm just gonna put a pin on it. And then in this case, I'm actually gonna put this on a canvas backpack that I have. But, you know, you can obviously put it on a top, or like I said in the beginning, you can put it any, you know, really anything. I think it's also really cute to pin onto jeans. Causes a stir, why not? While I'm just finishing up, okay, what about this little stitch marker I mentioned? Sometimes it gets a little confusing with that chain 3 in the very beginning. So if you want to mark it, you can go ahead and slip a stitch marker under there, and that way you'll know exactly where to introduce your new color yarn. So that's all that's about. Totally up to you. I just like to give a little extra attention to that because sometimes it is confusing when we switch colors. It can be. So this is the end of the road. That's it. And I don't know. I just love the shape of this. I just think it's super cute. And then all I do, where's my pin? I don't know. Oh, I'm wearing it. Okay. So then what I do here, and I've linked it, but obviously you can get, you know, safety pins wherever you want. I just get a safety pin. Sometimes if it's a gift, I like to get a little brass one, but it doesn't really matter. And then you just kind of in and out in the back like that. And then you gift it like that so it can be easily clipped on to whatever somebody wants. That's it. You got a flower pin.